Hello dear friends. So today we are going to discuss moral science, lesson number 3, and India of the future. So let's start. India is the home of more than 1 billion people. As you know that the population of our country. So there are more than 1 billion people. 1 billion people, you can understand, is more than 100 crore people are living in India, and they belong to different religion, they belong to different castes, they belong to different area, they belong to different languages. Okay, so the people of all religions live here like a large family. We can understand, we all living here together as a family member. India is our what? Family, and we people are living here who belongs to different religion, okay, like Hindu, Muslim, Sikh and Christian. These 4 religions, not only 4 religions, more than 4 religions who are living in our country as a family member, okay. We all have a dream of making it prosperous. We all have, whether I am a Hindu, whether I am a Muslim, whether I am a Sikh, whether I am a Christian. But what we have only one dream, that is that we have to make a prosperous India at any rate. You can understand that everywhere the people are working for the betterment of the country, okay, at any rate, whether it is in different way, okay. Let us work hard to fulfill this dream and make this country the most developed and livable place on the earth. Okay, so here this line, the writer or the line is giving a message that we all have to work hard. We all have to work hard together so that we can participate, we can help in the development of the country. And we are the people, we can, and we are the responsible, only we can make a livable place on the earth. We can make our country a livable place on the earth. Yes, definitely we can say. If we are not, means we are the responsible for each and everything. Harmony, peace, and plantation, means so many things are there that only we are the responsible for this. Though India is developing fast, still there are people who live below the poverty line. Even now there is a big gulf between the rich and the poor. Okay, yes, definitely we can say that India is developing very fast, but still some gap is there. What is that? Poverty. Okay, so some people, those who belong to very poor family, those who belong to poverty line, so still we have to maintain, we have to fill this gap so that everybody should be equal for the country, or should be equal to participate, to help, to cooperate, to develop in the development of the country. Okay. So the American business magazine called Forbes publishes a list of the richest people in the world. So actually, you know what? There is a magazine which is published in America only. That is called Forbes Publish, and they prepare a list of rich people in the world. They prepare the list of rich people in the world. Who prepare? The Forbes, which is a magazine. It is published in America. So here you can understand that American people, those who publish this magazine, they just went everywhere, or they just searched the data of the richest people from the world. Okay, and in this way they just create a list. In this way they just made a list of the richest people in the world. Some Indians find a place among the 100 people who earn annually more than $1 billion. Okay, finally, so when they create a list of richest people, so few people from our country, means from India, who were in the list of the richest people, so they earn more than $1 billion. $1 billion, you can understand. Those who earn $1 billion, so definitely they can be in the richest people's list. Okay, so one can say that India indeed is rich. Definitely one can say. What one can say? One can say that if a person belongs to our country and whose name is mentioned in the richest, means in the list of richest people, so definitely one can say that India is also a rich country. Okay. There is no magazine dedicated to the development of the poor. As you know that there is a magazine that is called Forbes. That is dedicated for the richest people, and they created a list for the richest so that we come to know that there are some richest people in the world. But here if we talk about poor people, so there is no magazine which is dedicated for the poor people. Okay, as it is mentioned here, if there is one, no one knows about it. If it is published anywhere in India or in other country, so nobody knows about that magazine, where it is published and why, means what is the poor or poverty, who is the poorest person in the world. Nobody knows. But if there is a list of the poorest people on the earth, thousands of them will be Indians. Okay. Before that, in previous paragraph, we got to know that the Forbes, which is published in America, they just found that they just created a list of what? Richest people. And in 100 or top 10, 1 or 2 Indians make a place in that list. But if we talk about the list of poor people, so definitely we can say that the thousands of what? That the thousands of the Indians, means thousands of Indian will be in that list. If the list of the poorest people on the earth will be created, so from our country will be more person. Mahatma Gandhi did not think that India would be free after the British had left the country. Mahatma Gandhi did not think that India would be free after the British had left the country. As you know that when Britishers had left our country, so our Mahatma Gandhi, he did not think about that India would be free. For Mahatma Gandhi, freedom of the country meant that there is no hungry stomach in any village, and there are no tears in the eyes of any person. According to Mahatma Gandhi ji, he told that when the Britishers had left our country, so he just told that our country would not be free. Why? What was the reason? Because here he just wanted that, and he just thought that if any Indian dying without, if any Indian dying in starving, so definitely we can say that India is still not free. India is still not free according to Mahatma Gandhi ji. Okay, actually he just wanted that everybody just filled with all the necessity as bread, cloth and house. These are the essentials thing for the people, for any kind of people, poor or rich. Okay, but here when Britishers had left our country, so he just thought that India would not be free. Because of this, means most of the people, they just they are hungry and they will be dying and starving. So, and they will be crying, the tears will be in their eyes. So he wanted that this should not be in practice. When it will not be in practice, so definitely we can say that India got freedom. Okay, you may dream of becoming the finance minister of India when you grow up. Finance, those who maintain all the economical thing for the country, those who handle all the situations. So here, you may dream of becoming the finance minister of India when you grow up. You may imagine yourself presenting a finance bill in the parliament aimed at removing poverty from India. Definitely. When you see all the situation of the poverty people, means poor people, those who belong to poverty line. So when you go through all that things, so definitely you will decide what? To become a finance minister. And when you will become a finance minister, so you will present your bill. You will present your bill that will be in the favor of the poor people. Okay. So do not dream only to feed one hungry child or a million of them. Do not dream like that. Do not dream of only distributing gifts and money to the poor. Yes, definitely. If you are going to distribute all that things, gifts and money, all that things, so in this way indirectly we can say that you are just making them handicapped. Why? Because they will be habitual of to getting all that things freely. Because you should inspire them, you should encourage them to do something, work something, so that you can earn some money from from your sources, and you can earn money and you can fill your family's dream. But your dream should be to educate every underprivileged Indian. But the dream should be what? The dream should be that you should educate each and every Indians, so that they will be capable to earn. They will be able to earn money. They will be able to stand on their foot. Okay, understood? So, becoming a finance minister, it should not be your dream that you just remove all the poverty to giving money, to distributing big gifts and money, all that things. Instead of doing that things, you should encourage the people to educate themselves so that they can get some job from our country and they can earn money. So this should be your dream, this should be your aim. Your dream should be to train everyone to make a decent living, okay? That is not your dream that you are distributing the money and gifts, becoming a finance minister. Your dream should be what? To train themselves to live a decent life. To live a decent life, okay? There must be no illiterate person in this country. And this is the most important thing. This is the most important thing, that your aim should be what? Your aim should be that there should not be any person who is illiterate. You should make all people literate. You should all literate. Means you should make a situation so that the people will become what? Literate. Okay. Let no Indian beg alms. Means those who are begging something, so you should not. I already told you that you should not make you should not make them handicapped. You should encourage them, you should motivate them, you should give the facilities so that they can start earning by themselves. Not like begging, okay? To beg is to surrender oneself respect before the alms giver, okay? This is a very bad thing. No, means nobody should give up easily, okay? Equality of every citizen is very important to make the nation prosperous and peaceful. Yes, equality of every citizen is very important. Yes, there should not be any partiality. There should not be any discrimination. Okay, every should be what? Equal. Okay, so here equality of every citizen is very important to make the nation prosperous and peaceful. If you want to make a country prosperous and peaceful, so for that, what? Everybody has to be equal in every way. Okay, equality means, what do you mean by equality? Let's see. Equality means that everyone gets equal opportunities. Okay, equal opportunities means everybody should get. Suppose if you are going to do a job, so the qualification should be equal. Means that criteria should be there, that eligibility should be there, that you have to cross this, you have to pass this, you have to qualify this. And if you pass that, so salary should be equal. So many things are there. So many things are there. Means here equality means that everybody gets equal opportunities. Means nobody will be like that. Those who did not or do not get the opportunities. Means everybody should get the opportunities. Abraham Lincoln, in his Gettysburg speech, spoke of nation where all men were equal. So, as you know that who was Abraham Lincoln? He was the president of America. So he said now that every men are equal. The French Revolution was fought for liberty, fraternity, and equality. As you know that the French Revolution, when you will come to in class 9, so that chapter will be taught. India has given itself a constitution based on the same principles of liberty, brotherhood, and equality. Whatever the constitution is working in our country, it is based on what? It is based on our principle of liberty, brotherhood, and equality. So this is working in our country. So according to that only the constitution has been made. Okay, we find that this is hardly put into practice, but still we find that this is hardly put in practice. Means somewhere it is in practice, somewhere it is not practice. So we can say that is very hardly. We can say that very hardly it is in practice. Let us remove the stigma of caste system to bring equality. Caste system. Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Christian, Parsi, Jain. Okay, so they have their own religions. So just like that in caste also. OBC, General, SC, ST. So what is the message that is given by this chapter? That let us remove the stigma of caste system to bring equality. Means we have to remove this everybody's are equal. Everybody's are equal. There should not be any caste system. Okay. Another dream that we aspire for is clean India. Another dream. That clean India. Nowadays, clean India is movement is going on. Okay. So we should keep clean India. Wherever you see that is garbage, so you can, if somebody is just throwing garbage here and there on the roadside or something somewhere else, so you should ask them, you should request them that you should just throw it into the dustbin. Okay, there is a dry dustbin, there is a another. These two dustbins are there. Okay, so you should request, you should also motivate yourself, you should also give on this, you should also throw that dust in that particular dustbin. Okay, in order to fulfill this dream, we will have to keep our surroundings clean and healthy. Yes, definitely, if we have to fulfill this dream, so first of all we have to start by ourselves only. We have to keep our home. First of all, we can start from home only. Okay, so you have to what? You have to clean your surroundings. We need to take care that the waste of our industries does not flow into the rivers to save them from pollution. Okay, and we should also keep these things in our mind that the wastage should not be flow where? In the river, because from river only we get water. Okay, from river only we get water and so many things that the irrigation means that the soil got water from there. If we do not, that clean water of rivers will flow down the country. It will not only provide us good drinking water but also save water for irrigation. I have told you that it provides us drinking water, and it also save water for irrigation. Irrigation means what? That for the farmer. Okay, our land will produce good crops and the people will live a healthy and prosperous life. And in this way that you can understand that our country's land will produce good crops and our people means India will live happily and healthy and prosperous if we clean our country and if we save the water. Okay, a clean India will mean that we breathe fresh air in our cities and in our villages. Definitely we can say nowadays you are very aware about this COVID positive because of breathing problem. So many people have died because somehow did not get oxygen. So it's very, very important because oxygen is the source of what for our living, because we breathe in, we breathe out. So we breathe in oxygen. So we need oxygen, and for that oxygen we need tree also. So for that we have to clean our surroundings. Okay. We can dream of inventing fuels that would not pollute the atmosphere. Nowadays, that you know very well that diesel is banned. That diesel vehicles are not coming. That is not means launching because that is banned. Diesel vehicles are banned. Only you will get petrol vehicle, electrical vehicle, and CNG vehicle because these are not polluting our atmosphere. So we should respect our flora and fauna and the environment around us. So in this way we have to respect our environment, because when we give respect, so definitely we will get respect. Jawaharlal Nehru dreamed of a nation where the industrial establishments would be the modern temples. So this was the dream of our first Prime Minister of India. He said that our dream is what? That our country should be industrial establishment, and that should be a modern temples. Modern temples, as you know that everybody say that work is worship, and where you can work in industry only. So because of that only, our Prime Minister's dream was what? That establishment means industrial establishment should be like that modern temples, where the people will go and work. Okay, and you know work is worship. We need to carry this. We need to carry his dream much further with the coming of the computer age. Nowadays, computer age is coming, so we have to carry. This is computer age that I am teaching you, and you are getting lesson from here. So this is computer age, and we need to carry our first Prime Minister's dream. Okay, why not dream to establish scientific stations in the outer space, to build livable homes in mid-air? The possibilities are immense. Why not dream to establish scientific station in the outer space? See, we talk about dreams, so just think about it. Why cannot establish scientific stations in the outer space? Outer space, it is possible to build livable homes in mid-air. Means in mid-air, it is possible. No, the possibilities are immense. So many things are there. So I think you have understood this lesson. Lesson number 3, the India means India of the future. And one activity is given here, that learn by heart Kalam's advice to the youngster. Kalam advised the youngsters of India, dream, dream, dream and convert this into thoughts and later into action. Also think big. We are a nation of 1 billion people, and we must think like a nation of 1 billion people. Only then we can become big. So this is your activity, and remember one thing, our ex-president, late president, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, he has means he is also known as a missile man, and he already said that dream, dream, dream. Yes, you can see dream, but see that dream not in sleeping. Just make it true. Means whatever you see dream, just make it true. By hard work, by smart work, by following the principles of our India. So these all are very, very important for us, because we have to learn so many things from our India, and we have to means cooperate, we have to help to develop our country. Okay, so I hope that you have understood. So thank you so much.